Scotland run up a big score as some of the wider squad puts their hands up for selection against Ireland. My name is Mark, let's talk rugby. Scotland, they're attacking from the word go in this one. Romania, they do well to contain them for the opening few minutes. But then Red Pat, he makes a break. Then a lovely offload from him puts Hamish Watson over to score. Ben Healy converts to make it 7-0. He'd be happy with that, having missed touch from a scrum penalty earlier. Some of his kicking out of hand wasn't the best tonight, but kicking from the tee, he was excellent. Romania, they weather another onslaught before looking to attack themselves. Do well to make ground, but then Scotland turn it over. Ben Healy, he goes through a gap, finds Darcy Graham. He then puts Price over to score. Healy converts 14-0. He then misses touch from another penalty, but Scotland, they still come forward. Darcy Graham picks a great line onto an Ali Price pass, goes through a gap, and Motok, he left the line and basically left that massive gap for him to go through. Once he's in behind, then he steps and he has the pace to go over. Healy converts for 21-0. Healy then, he drops an up and under and gives Romania a scrum in a decent position. They make good ground as they attack off the scrum. Tamane goes deep into 22, but then Harris gets over the ball to win a penalty. Scotland come on the attack again. Hands across the line, out to the right wing. Graham with a chip over the top. Kanache does well to claim it and support arrives. Romania are able to kick clear. Scotland then, to go to the maul from the line out, makes good progress before Ashman breaks off. They then spread it, but Smith loses it forward as he pretty much overran Price's pass. We had kind of kept his depth a little bit. He went through a gap and over to score. We then have a TMO check for a tackle by Irimescu on Healy. It's shoulder to head, yellow card. That goes to the bunker. Romania down to 14. Scotland go to the corner from the pen. Maul gets halted to go close a few times, and we have a TMO check for a try. It's short from Batty and then held up. No try. Rosu, he gets a yellow card for in at the side of the maul. Romania down to 13. Scotland then go to the corner, set up a maul. Ashman drops it and he goes for the line. Good work from Serre to force the error there. Romania then, they win a penalty at the scrum as Sebastian goes down. But then Romania overthrow the line out and Scotland come back at them. They work it into the 22 and then Harris puts Graham over in the corner. Healy converts from out wide, 28-0. Irimescu's card then we hear is going to remain a yellow. There wasn't a high degree of danger in the tackle. Scotland win a penalty as they pressure Romania at the ruck. Siku was in at the side. They go to the corner, get penalty advantage for the maul being collapsed, but they don't need it because Matt Ferguson gets over to score. We have a TMO check for a high hit from Simonescu on Smith in the build-up. He gets a yellow card off to the bunker. Healy converts for 35-0. 3 players in the bin for a few moments before Irimescu comes back on for Romania. So they're back up to 13 from 12. Chris Harris then picks a great line to slice through the Romanian defence, passes it inside the Price. He then puts it back out to Graham to go over. Healy converts for 42-0. That was a halftime score. We then hear Simonescu's yellow will remain a yellow as well. Romania, they try to play it out of their own 22 to start the second half. Scotland pressuring them, but then Crosby gives away a penalty as he kind of grabs a player around the neck trying to hold him up. Romania then win a penalty at a scrum and just smiles and pats all around. Not much of that for them tonight, unfortunately. The kick doesn't go anywhere near touch. I mean, like, it didn't even get into the tram lines. It was so poor. And Scotland come at them again. Lovely crossfield kick from Healy, finds Redpat. He's facing his own line, and then he pops it off for Harris to go over to score. Healy converts to 49-0. Redpath then almost goes over to score again, but he's kind of dragged back over the try line. He's trying to force his way down. Then Batty loses the ball as he tries to ground for a try on the line. We come back for a penalty for offside. Scotland go to the corner. Romania, they counter them all well. Scotland then go out to the backs. Graham gets isolated and Tangimana gets over the ball. It's a penalty to Romania, and it really was great defence there from them, you know, in that whole set. Romania then, they punt the ball downfield. Ollie Smith picks it up. Maybe a knock on initial viewing, but on replays I think it was fine. He first of all steps out of a tackle coming in, then breaks forward, steps around a couple of forwards, one after the other, tackle just short, places the ball on the ground, gets back to his feet, gets the ball again, and he's only a couple, like a metre maybe short of line, so just reaches out to place it down. Healy converts for 56-0. Healy then breaks himself in midfield, gives it to Graham. Excuse me. He puts a lovely step in, returns back to Healy. He goes over under the post. Healy converts his own try for 63-0. We then have a high tackle from Harris that allows Romania to kick up the line round about the edge of the 22. Scotland initially halt them all, but then it splinters and it comes down about 10 metres out from the line. Romania pick and go within a couple of metres. They drive over but get held up. We come back for a penalty for offside though. They kick that to the corner, claim the line out. Maul going nowhere, but Scotland play the man in the air. Romania decide to opt for the line out. Maul doesn't go anywhere this time, so they spread it. Balder goes for a crossfield kick then, but it goes straight into touch. It was stupid play. You know, you could imagine if they had penalty advantage, but they didn't, and you know it was nowhere near getting it. And even if the guy got it, there was like 2 or 3 Scottish defenders, and he was out there on his own. Romania, though, then they win a penalty at the breakdown, and they go up the line again. Ferguson, he rips the ball from Bardassu as he was attacking close to the post. Healy kicks it clear. Scotland then up the other end, and debutant Matthews goes over after good work from Kinghorn and Horn in the build-up. Healy makes a 70-0. Darge then goes over with Healy converting to make a 77-0. And then there's time for Darcy Graham to step his way to his 4th try. Healy makes it 84-0. And despite Romania trying to get a consolation score at the end, that was our final score. So, you know, for Scotland, it's a great morale boosting win for them. I'm not sure how many of these players will really be considered for selection against Ireland. I think a lot of that has been already decided in terms of, you know, who's starters and who's on the bench. But, you know, it's always good to see the wider squad doing well in these games, because in training, the guys who, you know, are going to be holding the tackle bags, they're going to have smiles on their faces. They're not going to feel like they're not part of the whole experience anymore. And that's always great to get, you know, have a happy squad, and going into such a crucial game, I think that's going to be very important for them. Romania, it's another heavy defeat for them, and, you know, at times you can see where their game, like defense, was decent at times, you know, but it's just the weight of how many tackles they have to make like that, and then as the score ticks up, it gets harder and harder for them. But, you know, they go into, now they've got Tonga next weekend as well, so, you know, against Tonga, still can't see them winning, but maybe they can at least get, you know, a couple of tries and have something to you know, take as a positive from this World Cup. Scotland, though, you know, the big one for them is next week against Ireland.